My practice has been both in Massachusetts and New Hampshire for 15 years, and I maintain offices, an office in Nashua, New Hampshire, and an office in Chelmsford. I spend about 50% of my time in the state of New Hampshire in their courts, and the rest of my time are in the courts of Massachusetts. So I'm very familiar with what happens typically to a Massachusetts driver when they get arrested in New Hampshire. The only entity that can take away a Massachusetts resident's driver's license is a Massachusetts court or the Massachusetts Registry of Motor Vehicles. When you are arrested in New Hampshire as a Mass resident, you're going to be asked to take a chemical test, breath, blood, urine test after your arrest for DUI. If you refuse that test, or if you submit to the test and you test over, your privilege to drive a motor vehicle in the state of New Hampshire will be suspended for at least 180 days, and that goes into effect 30 days after your arrest. That does not mean that your Massachusetts driver's license is suspended or revoked. There is reciprocity between the two states, and you will, if you're suspended in New Hampshire for a chemical test refusal or testing over, and later if you're convicted or you've pled out to a DUI, you will receive notice from the Massachusetts Registry that they know about what happened in New Hampshire through the National Driver Registration, and through that National Driver Registry, they inform you by way of a letter from the Mass Registry that we know that you're suspended in New Hampshire. Therefore, effective 14 days out, your Mass license will be revoked, and it's going to be revoked for either an indefinite period of time or a set period of time based on a conviction in a court. So essentially, a Massachusetts driver, if arrested in New Hampshire or any other state, still has a valid Mass license, but they can expect there to be a reciprocal suspension later on of their Mass license based on the consequences in that other state.